Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing what is central bank digital currency and what are the features and advantages and what are the possible problems that we can face in full implementation of central bank digital currency. So let's start. Central bank digital currency is launched by Reserve Bank of India. And central bank digital currency comes with two in one advantage. What are those advantages? We'll discuss in detail. Crypto technology. Everyone must have heard of Bitcoin. But there is one problem with Bitcoin. It is unregulated. It is not a legal tender, but this is not the case with central bank digital currency. Central bank digital currency is regulated by RBI itself and it is a legal tender like paper money. And central bank digital currency will be using blockchain technology. It is like a virtual currency. Physical currency, paper notes we hold in our leather wallet. But in case of central bank digital currency, we will be holding the currency in digital wallets. It is a legal tender and nobody can refuse to accept central bank digital currency. We will be discussing what are the various features of CBDC, that is central bank digital currency. Firstly, CBDC is introduced by Reserve Bank of India. Second, central bank approved currency held in digital wallets. We have discussed earlier as well that it is central bank approved currency. Okay, and which is held in our digital wallets. Freely convertible against commercial bank money. We are free to convert CBDC against bank money or paper money. We can easily convert that. And unlike UPI, everybody is now doing UPI transaction. India is one of the world leaders in UPI transactions. But you know what? The amount we transfer to other person is not settled immediately. It takes around 1 to 7 days to settle that amount. And it is interbank settlement which take place in case of UPI. But in case of central bank digital currency, the amount transferred between two individuals will be settled immediately and it does not require any post transfer settlements like in case of UPI. So now we will discuss what are the types of central bank digital currencies. RBI has classified central bank digital currency into two types. What are those types? Those types are general purpose retail and the second one is wholesale purpose. So general purpose retail is mainly for day-to-day transactions. Smaller value transactions or day-to-day transaction that is happening between two individuals is covered under general purpose retail. And these transactions using central bank digital currencies will be token based transactions. One token is generated for a transaction. And the second one is wholesale purpose. Wholesale purpose. It is signifying from its name itself that it is of wholesale, means some big amount of transaction is there. Large transaction settlement is there in case of wholesale purpose. And this large amount of transaction are generally between the two banks. These transactions are not between the two individuals, rather these transactions are between the two banks. Interbank transactions we can say. Okay, so these are the types of central bank digital currency. Now, let us discuss what are the advantages of central bank digital currency or e-rupee. E-rupee or central bank digital currency has many advantages when compared to physical currency. What are those advantages? Let's discuss. E-rupee provides cheaper and efficient cash management system. E-rupee is very easy and convenient to handle because it is stored in your mobile wallet and it is easy to do transaction using e-rupee because sometimes it becomes very tedious to do transaction using paper currency, especially when you are dealing with the transaction of large amount. Second, it eliminates the cost of issuance, transportation and settlement. Unlike physical currency, we all know that RBI in India is solely responsible for maintaining adequate amount of currency flow in the economy. And for maintaining that currency flow, RBI has to issue currency. So, after introduction of CBDC, the issuing cost of currency will be reduced. And second, the transportation cost is also associated with physical currency. So, the transportation cost will also be reduced. And third, eliminates the risk of being stolen. Physical currency is always at a risk of being stolen, but this is not the case with central bank digital currency or e-rupee because it is stored in your mobile wallet. Moreover, cashless currency, that is e-rupee, will also be environment friendly. Unlike paper currency, it will not cause any harm to the environment. Eliminate settlement risk between the banks, that is in case of UPI payments. The UPI payments that we generally do usually take around 1 to 7 days for interbank settlement, but CBDC settled immediately and do not involve any interbank settlement mechanism. Further strengthen the fintech ecosystem in India. Look, India is way ahead of many countries in the world when it comes to fintech. We are one of the leading digital transactions country in the world. So, introduction of e-rupee will further strengthen the fintech ecosystem in India. Now, we will discuss what are the challenges to CBDC or e-rupee. There are many challenges that CBDC or e-rupee will likely to face in the future. First, lack of digital literacy will hinder its penetration among the masses. In India, people, especially from rural areas, are not digitally literate. So, implementing CBDC in those areas will be a major challenge. Second, the entire landscape of banking industry would be changed. After introduction of CBDC or complete implementation of CBDC or e-rupee, the entire banking landscape in the country would be drastically changed. So, this is all about central bank digital currency or e-rupee. I hope in this video you have learned complete that what is CBDC, what are its features, what are its advantages and what are the challenges to CBDC. And moreover, why CBDC was introduced by Reserve Bank of India.